we have our next speaker, Martin, but he's going to start at 1:20. Yeah, so 1:20, so we have about 10 minutes. But while waiting for the screen to unfreeze, Martin, maybe you want to share what is your takeaway today. What are you going to share? Maybe in a 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Just let us know what we are doing so that while waiting, we can learn from you a little bit.
Yeah, hello guys. Originally, yeah, I've been living in Bali for the last 5 years, and before that, I was doing a round the world tour for 2 years. And the reason why I was able to do this is because I found a way to structure my business so that it will run completely with. I want you guys to kind of learn from what I'm doing. So I'm going to show you, so it's not going to be a pitch fest or something. I'm going to actually show you the back end of what I do. So you can understand that, when people talk about, mobility and automation and having your system that works for you without your intervention, it actually exists. So I'm not going to show you any slides. We're going to go directly to the things that I do. And you'll see how cool it is, right? Because look, there is one quote that I heard once that said, if you can't find a way to make money while you sleep, you're going to work until you die. And after I heard this, I decided to find that way. And this is what I'm going to show you today. It's going to be very practical. Basically, you're going to see everything I'm doing. And then afterwards, I'll welcome your questions and try to answer it the best I can to point you in the right direction. Okay? That's
all right, Martin, thank you. I'm so excited to learn from you. I just want to give some feedback on the game Kahoot. Yeah. So what happened was the screen froze when many of you tried to enter. That's what happened. And I'm not kidding you. I'm literally not kidding you. When a lot of players went in, I've never seen this before, it just crashed. So what we're going to do is we're going to restart the whole thing, and we will be back in about 2 to 3 minutes time while we restart. And Martin will come in at 1:20 officially. So while waiting for the game, Martin, what is your inspiration? Maybe I just want to, while waiting for the thing, what is your inspiration to make money on the internet? What is your inspiration to earn online? I know you mentioned that you work until you die. Is it something that you mentioned? But who shared that with you? Maybe you want to.
It's that quote is from Warren Buffett, who's the biggest investor on the planet, maybe of all times. So this actually, this quote changed a lot of things for me. But the one thing that changed everything was a book called The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss that I read. Yeah, and at the time, I don't know, maybe some of you guys have read the book. At the time when I read the book, I mean, half the things that were in there, I didn't understand because it was, I don't know, quite technical. I had never done it. But it basically opened my eyes to the existence of this kind of life. So I needed, now I knew what to do. I just had to figure out how to do it. Because a lot of people evolve in one system. So the one system that tells you, well, you have to go, and work in an office and all that kind of stuff. And the book basically explained that it's one system. It's not the only system. There are other systems out there. And once I understood this, then I started seeing things that I couldn't see before. And I just had to figure out how to get there and, step by step. So that was my biggest inspiration, was this book there. And I actually ended up doing better because, I mean, now I have my businesses, they run, I have zero involvement. So it's not even 4 hours. I had zero involvement. So that's what I'm going to show you guys. Some people might be curious, like, how does that work? I'm going to show you then how it works.
All right, Martin, I think we're going to do this. Yeah, we're going to start you early, and we're going to give you a lot of time. Yeah, because I think you're ready. And for those viewers here, I will still do the Kahoot game and still give out a free gift after Martin's event. So without wasting some time, just want to welcome Martin. Martin, are we good?
Yes, we are. I'm just preparing it.
You're just preparing? Okay. Do you need more time?
Yeah, I'm going to share my screen. So I'm just mirroring a few things. But yeah, so I'm ready to start and ready to rock this. So hopefully everybody is doing great. Me, I'm very happy to be here. Hi, Celia. All right. So again, my name is Martin, as I said, and today I'm going to show you how you can actually start a business that works, that is completely without you. Okay. So I know why you guys are here. It's not going to Peach Fest to tell you, okay, so you're here because you want location independence and stuff. It's already established why you guys are here. Okay. So what I want to do is get very practical. I'm going to explain the strategy. All right. And then afterwards, I'm going to show you actual stuff that works and that works for me every single day, even now while we're talking. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you a few things. So we're going to see the strategy. Okay. All right, so you should be able to see my my screen here. So you have my iPad and my iPhone on that. All right, so just to explain the strategy, right? Here, what we're going to do. Okay, what you want to do is you want to be able to get some traffic that goes to whatever it is that you want to do, and then convert this traffic. Okay, so the first step is going to be the traffic. All right. So for the traffic side, what I do is I will use social media like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and all that kind of stuff. Okay. So I will automate these social media, and then I will use stuff like email as well and other methods. Okay. So this is step number one. You want to get traffic. And this is where a lot of people struggle as well. And I'm going to show you a little bit later how you can get the traffic and stuff. So the second step is where the magic happens. And this is one thing that I'm going to show you afterwards. So here I have something, a messenger bot. Okay. So instead of sending people directly to like an opt-in list, build landing pages and all that kind of stuff, what I do is I will send them to a messenger bot. Okay. And on that messenger bot, the good thing about the messenger bot is that there are a bunch of questions that you don't need to ask these people because you already have the information. So you have their first name, you have their last name, you have their country, and you have their gender. Okay? Straight away, just like that, you have all that information. And the barrier that you have here in terms of getting them there, having to put their email and click here and then go validate and blah, 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 it's not there. It's very, very slick, very, very simple. Okay? So people actually love this because it's super, super simple and you get all this information. Okay? Now, the step 3 is going to be segmentation. Right? And please understand that all these steps that I'm explaining here, they happen without me. Okay? So I'm not doing this. It's Messenger that's actually doing this for me. Sorry, there's a small glitch. I'll bring my phone afterwards. So Messenger is actually going to do this for me. So basically what I'm going to say is, well, if it's a woman, then send them to this particular funnel. If it's a man, send them to this funnel there, okay? It's not me doing the selection. It's actually Messenger doing that for me, okay? And so here I'll be able to send something for women and here something for men. And in addition, one thing that I added that actually makes the whole thing even more powerful is that at this level, I am going to ask them inside of Messenger for their email, okay? So I got them into my world with very, very little friction. They only have to press a button. That's all they have to do. They don't have to enter their emails or anything. And then afterwards, I'm going to ask them for their email to send them a special gift that's of interest, okay? So once they enter their email, guess what? This email is then going to go to your autoresponder. So you guys, a lot of you guys know what an autoresponder is. It's basically a small machine, a computer that will handle all your email communications for you. And normally, you have to get people to an opt-in page. You have to opt in and all that kind of stuff, but people don't like doing that. Whereas with the results that I'm getting in Messenger, it is absolutely insane. The click rates, for example, on Messenger, I have like 60% click rates, for example, instead of a 10% on an email. Okay. So once this is done, so that means that I now have them here inside of Messenger. I have them inside my emails. So now I can communicate with them on the other networks. And from there, they will go to a funnel that basically will send them product A. So product 1, and this one will send them product number 2. Okay? So all this is happening right now while we're talking. My bot, which is basically consider it an assistant that never sleeps, never eats, never takes holiday, never gets sick, and works 24/7. So while we're talking right now, this is happening for me in the backend. Okay? So this is actually how I'm able. So I have a bunch of products. So this will be product number 1. This will be product number 2. I will have product number 3. And all these products are being promoted right now to all these people and making sales while I sleep. Okay? So all this, again, as I said, is fully automated. And this is something that I can show you how to do. Okay? So this is for the concept. I want you guys to understand the strategy. The strategy in everything you do is the most important, okay? And once you understand the strategy, then you just have to figure out the different steps. But you take people from the internet, so social media, for example, email, whatever the source is, and then you put them inside a messenger bot where you can qualify them without having to ask them too many questions, and then you send them the right product depending on their gender, their interest, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, that's the bird's eye view. All right. So now I'm going to show you very quickly examples of what I was telling you right here. Okay. So this here, I don't know if you guys can see it, is an example of what I was saying. So I get people to come into my bot here. For example, that's one example that I started. I started this one yesterday, and so when people get here, I will ask them if they want to know how to travel and live anywhere in the world. Okay, obviously, a lot of people will say yes, right? So once they say yes, then I'm able to tag those people, and then we'll know that they're interested. Okay, if they say no, and I use a sneaky trick where I say, well, look, before you go, please check this video here, right? And so they were ready to go, right? But here, I still should show them a video, and I still have 40% of people clicking on it, going on it, and buying, okay? But because they said no in the beginning, I'm going to remove them from my bot, okay? But from there, you can see here, I asked them for their email address, okay? So I already have them inside my bot, but now I will have them in my email list as well, okay? And then from there, I have a bunch of products that I can show them. So I show them some results here, and then here, these are different products that I have, and I can figure out which one is actually gaining the most traction. And when they click on it, they're going to be redirected to the right product, okay? So this is pretty much how it works. I'm not going to get into like all the details of how it works. So, and once they've done this, right? So if someone clicks on this product, I will tag them saying that they clicked here, all right? So that next time, if I need to send an automated message, I can target only the people who clicked on this particular message. And then I have an automation here that waits for 1 day after all this has happened automatically without my intervention, obviously. And then I'm going to add them to a new course, which is a free course that I've created where they can get to know me better. And then from that course, they can go and upgrade to something else, okay? So all this is fully automated. It's happening right now, okay? So this is how you can actually start making actual money online, passive income, what you actually call passive income. This is how you make it, okay? The good thing about this is once you know how to do this for yourself, then obviously you can actually do this for other people. And actually doing all this is really not complicated if you have the right guidance, okay? So for today, because I met Celia when I was in Philippines last time, I promised her that I will show something that I've actually never revealed before. So I'm going to show you some really advanced stuff that I do, and you'll see how cool this is, and you'll understand how you can actually make a living online without actually having to do it yourself. So this is one messenger automation So this is another one. Just very quickly before I move on to the next step. So here, for example, I have a whole questionnaire in here to identify the hurdles, the roadblocks, what people are looking for from the course, and then I have all this information there. And based on what they answered, then I can actually direct them somewhere. Okay, so that's an example. And here, this one is a whole course that I've actually delivered right on Messenger without needing anything else, where I will wait one day before sending the next one to people who clicked and stuff. But this one's a little bit more advanced. This here is very, very easy to do. I mean, to set this up now, I mean, for me, it will take me 5 minutes, but with the right guidance, I can show you how that works. So this is all the Messenger part that you've seen in the, so here, right? All this Messenger part here, this is what I showed you with all the segmentation, okay? And again, it is happening right now while we're actually doing this video. But now I'm gonna show you something I've never shown this to anybody before. So I am a podcaster. So I'm a podcaster, I'm a public speaker, and I create my own courses, okay? So let me show you this thing here. This thing is a thing of beauty, and you will understand. So I do one podcast per day. I have, to this day, I think the last one I ever recorded was 459, okay? And why am I able to do a podcast every day is because of this automation that I'm going to show you. And later on, I'm going to give you an opportunity to learn some of these things. So basically, once I post my podcast, I have a tool that's monitoring my RSS feed, okay? As soon as it sees my podcast, it's going to wait for an hour. It's going to take the audio file from my podcast, put it in Dropbox. And it goes to Dropbox, and then it will send a notification to a person who's doing the transcription for me to update my blog, okay? Then here it's going to change something in the subject line. It's going to remove a sentence. Here it is going to select a greeting so that they don't all look the same. So it could be, hey, hi, how's it going? Hey, it's Martin. So it's going to randomize this. Then it's going to randomize the next sentence. Hey, I have something for you. I just recorded something for you, something like this, okay? Here, the call to action is going to change as well. And then I'm going to insert one of the quotes that I really like, from like the quotes that I told you from Warren Buffett, for example. And then here in the signature, I'm going to add some of the resources that I already have on my blog and some of my courses, okay? And then it's going to post this on my blog. All right, so what does it look like? All right, so this, please understand, this is automated. That's it. I don't have to touch it anymore. So this is an example of a podcast. This is the episode that I recorded yesterday. So all this has been created automatically just because I dropped an audio file on the internet, okay? So the greeting, so this here will change. The call to action here will change. These are the links for people to go out and follow me on all these platforms where I am. Here's the quote that I inserted, one of the quotes that I like. And these are the links to my other courses. So I create courses maybe once a week at some point, maybe like now once a month. But every single one of my podcasts will go through this process here, and I don't actually have to go and write anything on my blog. It's done automatically, okay? So now, once this blog post is created, something else will happen, which is pretty cool as well. So as soon as this has been created by my automation, then another automation will kick in. It will find my blog post. It is going to randomize the subject of my email. It's going to randomize the call to action. It's going to add a quote, randomized, and then it's going to add the links in the footer, and then it's going to connect to my email tool. It's going to find the list of people I want to send my podcast to, and then they're going to receive my podcast, all right? So this is what it looks like, okay? So this was sent yesterday as well for the same episode. So here, this is random, this is random. Here's the link to the actual podcast, so I don't even have to insert it. People can click on it. They can go following me on these platforms where I am. And here are the links to my other courses if they are interested. And here is a quote that I have added. Well, I haven't done it. The automation is doing it for me, okay? And then finally, one more thing that I'm going to show you. I can show you so many other things. Once this is done, right, I want to be able to share this on different platforms. So the last thing I want to do is to spend my time on social media. I don't like doing that stuff. So I have my tool doing that for me. So it's going to find my podcast. It's going to wait an hour. It's going to choose an image from a library of images that I put on the tool, and then it's going to pick a random subject line, and then it's going to post it to like LinkedIn, for example. So it will look something like this. So this, these images are random, okay? They're randomized, and the tool is actually doing that for me, okay? So the beauty of this is I set it up once, and then that's it. I don't have to touch it anymore. And I actually took it a step further, and this is what I'm going to show you now. And you'll see that I got a little bit. So I'm going to show you my phone. All right, so my phone is here, and I can actually do this straight from my phone, okay? So on my phone, I have connected my phone to the automations. So for example, if I have a new person who buys one of my courses, I can just press this button here. Let's say I'm at the beach. I enter their name, their email, and then it's going to connect to my members area, find the right course, add that person, send them a message for them to define their password, and then that's it. All right. So that means I don't need to be next to a computer. All right. So a lot of these automations here. So for example, this will go to my assistant. So I have some campaigns where I make money with, and if I identify a campaign that works really well, I will basically put the campaign in here, and it's going to send a message to my assistant. It's going to create a task on her Trello for her to do it, and some details of what she needs to do. Okay, so basically, this is how I actually have everything working for me, and this is how my business actually runs without me doing anything. Okay, so maybe I'm gonna stop sharing the screen so that I come back. All right, so yeah. So I have tons and tons of other automations like this. I have some pretty cool ones where, let's say, for example, you guys know that the money is in the follow-up, okay? So you're trying to get a client, you contact them once, and they don't necessarily reply, okay? So what I put in place is something where I will contact the client, say we'll send them an SMS. If they don't perform the action that I want them to, the tool is going to wait 2 days, and then it's going to send them an email. If on that email they don't click on the link that I want, then 3 days later it's going to send them a voice drop. So the voice drop is actually me dropping a voice message on their phone without ringing their phone. It's really cool stuff. And if they don't do anything for that, then I can do some other stuff. So you understand that all this, the follow-up, works without my intervention, makes sales every single day, and allows me to have this life where I told you I was doing my round the world tour, just because I don't have to worry about the work being done. Everything is done for me, way better than if I did it myself. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So what I wanted to do was to show you actually how it works, not just give you some theory of, oh man, how does that work? And is it even possible? It is possible. And I'm not the living proof, but I've been living this life for the last 7 years. And I'm here to answer your questions. So whatever questions you guys have, please let me know. So what questions do you guys have for me? All right, let me check the commentary box. All right, so I'm going back to some of the questions. Or maybe we have Celia going through the questions, and I can answer them. All right. So while we do this, so here's the thing. Here's what I have for you. So as I said, I go to the Philippines every year, right, for the last 5 years. And last time I was there, I met Celia. I went to her fantastic office and had a chat there. And she asked me to deliver some value to you guys and also help you guys, right? So what I've done is all that automation that I usually, people pay me quite a lot to do that for them. Or if you go to my blog, for example, I will sell it for like a really high price. I decided that I'm going to give it to you like for an insanely low price if you guys want to learn this stuff. And in addition to that, I'm actually going to throw in half an hour of consultation where you can get on the phone with me on Zoom. Actually, not the phone. I think Zoom is better, and I can help you figure out what it is that you want to do. Okay, this is stuff that works for me. When I was trying to learn from other people who knew a little bit more than me in a specific area, and I really recommend you guys do this. Go to the experts, learn directly from them, and so that's what I'm going to do. So I have there is a package that I created specifically for the summit. It's not available anywhere else. Even if you go to my blog or something, you'll see the price is like 5 times more, and you don't get to speak to me. Okay, and so yeah, you'll have access to this. There'll be a link that will take you there. And let me put maybe the link in the chat here if you guys want to go and check it out. So someone is asking, what apps can we use to create these automations? All right, Michael. Look, the thing with automation is, as I was saying before with the 4-hour work week, is you only need to understand that it's possible. Because today, possibly 99% of the apps that you're using can be automated, all right? So it's not like which one can I do, which one not. You can do anything. The only limit will be now your imagination and having some sort of structure that kind of like explains why you want to automate something and what you want to automate, you know? But you can automate pretty much anything. I have automated everything in my life, right? So that I don't have to do it. I can just go out and enjoy. All right. Yeah, so is there apps, a software, format, procedures? Yes, it's the same question, you know. Yeah, there are tools that allow you to automate any app on the planet. So you could either go to one app at a time and try to automate it, but it will take a lot of time. There are places like Zapier, for example, where you have tons and tons, like thousands of apps that you can actually go and automate. So for example, I had an e-commerce store, okay? And on my e-commerce store, if someone bought something from me, automatically I was sending them a postcard, all right? Because I have their name, I have their address and all that kind of stuff. And I will send them, I was connecting to a tool that will create a really nice postcard and send it to them. So as a result, people were super faithful and they were buying again. And it's not like I have to go and print the postcard or something. I just connect my shop to that, and then that's pretty much it. Okay. So let me see if there are other questions like that. So yeah, let me put in the chat. Celia, is there a chance you can put the link to the course in the chat? I don't actually know how to do it here.
We're going to put it on the link on the chat box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me just, we're just going to put it, while you're explaining, we're just going to write it on the ticker. And then we're also sending them, we will also be sending them the email of your upsell, of your offer. And just for now, there are questions asking how can they start this, and if it's if they want to learn more about setting up this automation system, how do they connect with you?
All right. So so first thing first is I showed you a bunch of automations there, right? But so what I've done, the package that I've created, I take you through the foundations and the easiest way to get in, okay? And the hottest thing right now. Right now, the hottest thing is people want to know how to automate Messenger and stuff because everybody's using Messenger, Facebook, and stuff, and that will get your rewire your brain to understand all that automation. That's the easiest path for you to go. And this is what I prepared for you guys. And then in there, I've added some basic stuff on what I showed you afterwards with Zapier, where you'll be able to create some zaps that will pick, all the social media stuff. It sucks. I don't like doing that. And you'll be able to get rid of some of those things. So yes, I do. So Anne is asking if there's a training. Yes, there is a training. As Celia was saying, there will be a link here. And I mean, this is the lowest price that you will ever see me do. I'm doing that because Celia is a good friend of mine, right? And in addition, again, as I was saying, you get some consultation. But yeah, so I'm starting you from the foundation, and then from there, I will bring you to a little bit more advanced automation. Because if we start with something that's too complicated, it's going to be overwhelming for a lot of people. Right? So now you might be wondering, do I need to be a developer? Do I need to be technical and stuff? I am not a developer. I'm not technical. I am just one person who doesn't want to do operational work. Right? That's all you need. The willingness not to do operational work. It's super easy. You drag stuff. That's super easy. You don't need to be technical. Okay?
Right. Martin, thank you for your time. What we're going to do, because there are so many people that want to learn from you, we are going to email the offer to different groups.
Okay.
And we're going to email to people who are viewing today also. So definitely, can I just say that the offer is only valid for today, correct?
Yeah. It's only valid for today.
Or maybe you want to give it for the next 3 days. You know why? Because there's more people coming tomorrow. And Sunday.
Well, for the duration of the summit, I will say. But initially it was just only valid for today because again, when I consult on those things, I charge a lot of money for that.
I know exactly, because that's what I mean. I don't do what you do, but automation is something that we strive in our company, especially in DMC in Malaysia also. And because we have so many people, so many teammates, that the things that you do, I know it costs a lot, and I know what you're offering. And I just want to say that thank you on behalf of FSG or Freedom Summit Global that you're willing to do this so much for us. So I'm just going to blast it out. Yeah.
No, it's really no problem. You guys have been awesome. I was a speaker last year as well. I had a blast, and I can see the purpose for me is actually helping people out. Because I traveled to Thailand. I was here in Bali giving a chat, and I interacted with people, and I see they have dreams and hopes and stuff, and I know I can bring a little bit to help them out and get to the next step. So that's why I accepted to be here, and that's why I'm doing this, because you guys are pretty awesome, and you put something really cool. And also, before you send that out, maybe I can I will send you my WhatsApp number as well that you can put in there, just in case people want to have some questions or something. Hopefully, I'm not going to be.
Are you sure you want to give your WhatsApp number?
I will try. This is something I started. Last week at an event where I spoke, and that's actually. So yeah, let's try that.